graph, I guess, right? How much tire pressure? Exactly 44 pounds, 45 pounds of tire pressure. Wonderful. Those are great integers. Here we've got some pitch and roll values. Those are wonderful. Here's some power. So if I'm driving, I can get this much power. The number though? No numbers. We can't give you any numbers.
Just a line.
From regen, you've got some green, some blue. This much blue, this much green.
Right. So at EV and Caffeines, I had a chance to finally meet in person Lightning Ryan Fulcher. How's it going, right?
It is going.
So we're going to check out the Lightning itself with a quick spin down the road and then a walk around and talk around. I'm Brian. Welcome to my Tesla Weekend. So we got a big heavy vehicle, but we got a lot of horsepower.
Sport mode. Yeah, big heavy vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Allows a little bit of walk.
Oh, that's... Holy smokes, that's exciting.
You put a line on the floor so you know where to start stuff.
Wow.
I'm looking at the barrier too. I'm trying to get it slowed down.
So I may have spliced in, but I'm not sure if I still have it. I might have it somewhere. Footage of a speed run in a Lightning that Ryan and I did not do because we're law-abiding citizens. And but I did get to do it at the LA Auto Show last year. So that was...
Close courses are fun.
Yeah, close courses are great. You've got professional drivers. I am not a professional driver. I am an amateur driver. So but it's a quick car, you know that. So let's hop out and talk about some of the quirks and features. Okay, so we got the front here.
This is where they hide the engine.
Okay, let's take a look at this big old V8.
Oh my God!
Ryan, what happened? They stole
my engine.
Your engine is missing. And this is kind of nice, right? In one of the most convenient spots I've ever seen.
With the bug juice.
Yeah. And then the sub frunk, where you put the ice and the beer, naturally.
The one that comes with a truck. A very good level 1 or 2.
So let's just, people have seen a lot of reviews. Let's just talk about stuff that folks might have missed. Sure. This is a power lift front.
It is.
Which is nice. We can close it by poking the button.
Yes.
The Mega Frunk is Mega. Oh yeah, you've got what's in here, the battery?
Yeah,
12 volt is...
Yes, unless you disconnect the 12 volt battery and it forgets that the frunk is open. In that case, you just manually
close it. What's that there, the inverter?
Other, magic boxes.
Yeah. Boy, so this... Yeah, I was going to say, this tells me they could make the frunk a hair bigger on the next version, but the next version is apparently going to be a whole new platform.
Then it could be substantially bigger.
Or just different. Yeah. Could also be worse. It would not be the first time a car maker has done that. This Franken cable, if you wish to...
It's for exporting your 7.2 kilowatts of power out of the truck bed.
Neat. So what you do is you plug in...
L1430.
I see.
220, 240 volt, 30 amps.
Wow.
This is a cool little breakout cable.
It's great for running your little kitchen. Now, I had a problem recently. I was on a flight, and it had just a single 120 plug-in there at the seat. Mm-hmm. There was the USB, but there was also this, and the breaker kept tripping every time I plugged in my waffle iron, and I didn't know what to do. So when I got the flight attendant over to give me a little bit of water to mix to make the batter, she said, "Sir, what on earth are you doing? This is a commercial flight. You can't make waffles." So I had to stick with the panini press, and that made some friends. So that was good. Okay, so let's take a look around. Poke the button, and she closes.
Yeah, it's pretty complex.
Huh. I actually dated a girl who sounded like that when she backed up in college.
Yeah?
Yeah. So we got our charging up front. How do you think this is going to work with the new...
This is just the fake one.
Oh, that's the fake one. It's on the other side.
The real one's on the other side.
That's
funny.
Funny.
Would pay them.
To get rid of that?
No, to add...
a second.
A NAX, a supercharger port on this side.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. I would... Yes, I would pay for a personal Magic Dock.
Yeah.
Ship me one today.
Yeah.
I'm buying. Take my money.
Take my money.
Yeah.
Should mention, this was, if I made a review of the previous one, there is a ton of room back here. This is bigger than a back seat of any car as big of a back seat as you would find in almost any SUV. I'd hop in to show you, but I'm very stubby and would not give you a necessarily good perspective. And yeah, and if you want, this can be a dance floor because there is enough space. And for me, at least, enough height. So that's cool. Bed is 4.5. What is it? 5?
5.5.
5.5. Power lift gate. Show me this guy, because tailgates were.
This is, yeah, it's how do you get in here?
How do you get in?
Right?
It was 100 years of the same tailgate.
Yep. No one's been able to get in here. So they invented this kind of.
Which is
Yeah.
just. I'd call it genius, but what it really is just about damn time. Now, is that aftermarket?
This is aftermarket.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and they
This
make
is the box that came in.
This is the box that
tonneau
came.
cover.
Did it come? You added the lining?
The spray-in bed liner was factory. It was one of the
Wow.
few options I got.
Wow.
The options were extended range, max tow package, so 10,000 pounds
Okay.
towing, and the spray-in bed liner. Because the spray-in bed liner comes with
Built
the logo.
tough. Now, before we get out of the bed, we've got a couple things to look at over here.
Indeed.
And this is another one of those about damn time kind of situations.
Yes. So this is 3.6 kilowatts from two inverters, a phase A and a phase B, or combined 240 volt, 30 amp, like we saw the extension cable. So enough to run your house. It's same as your generator hookup plugs usually.
And you said how many amps again?
This
37?
is 30 amps.
30 amps. So that's
7.2
two full
kilowatts.
circuits in your house,
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah,
Two full
more than
120.
full circuit,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a whole heap of juice. Now, what would happen if you're driving down the road and you come into somebody, you meet your buddy, and he is out of juice on his Kia, what was it?
iMev.
Okay.
So yeah, last car show I was at, we charged an iMev for an hour, and then we charged a 90s factory Ford Ranger for 4 hours, so a buddy could get home with a
How much juice did that pull from you?
less than 10% for 5 hours of charging at. And I think he was pulling 3.6 kilowatts.
One thing you won't find on the gas version of this is the Lightning badge. That's true. That only comes on the electric version. This has independent rear suspension rather than a solid axle. If anyone in the comments would like to tell me if that's a good thing or a bad thing, I would appreciate your feedback. It's got some nice little features. There's lights in the bed, should you need them. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you don't want to keep your captives, in the dark.
In the dark. No, of course. And I mean, sometimes you do. It's
Nightlight,
optional.
book reading,
It's yeah. And then you've got some lights on the running boards, and I tell you, the step sure is nice in terms of accessibility. But I don't know what else needs to be said that hasn't been said a bunch of times. It's fun. It's quick. It's
an F-150.
It's an F-150. Now, the cool factor is up to you. Do you like trucks? Do you like traditional looking trucks? If you do, this looks just like that, maybe slightly cooler. But again, it's a matter of taste. And personally, as many of you know, I have none. So, well, let's see. Got our
J1772.
our soon-to-be
CCS.
Tesla charger, which will be very exciting. And this is how you undo it, huh?
This is I never lock it. I think it's part of the lock and then part of the status. So
Neat.
fifths of a charge.
I gotta say, the paint is lovely. The color is lovely. I like the metallic. I like the depth. I just think it looks good. You've got some cameras here.
Yep, I use the Blue Cruise.
Okay. How do you like Blue
ADAS.
Cruise? Yeah.
I use it all the time. It's 98% great.
Wow.
Doesn't do lane changes, doesn't see stoplights and stop signs, but the lane keeping is great.
Does it work off highways?
It works, yes. So The Blue Cruise is the hands-off mode. It also has a hands-on lane keeping mode that is not the Blue Cruise, but that lane keeping mode is very proficient, and I use it on city streets, and
Great.
it's wonderful.
Great. That's good to know. I did not know that. Any other options on this? You got the Blue Cruise, you got the Bedliner.
This is the extended range rated for 320 miles EPA.
How do you feel it's stacking up to that expectation?
They were pessimistic on the rating, so it should beat what
So
it's
it should beat.
estimating. Yeah.
What'd you pay?
MSRP.
No more?
No more.
Okay.
No. Spoke with the dealer that I got it from, and they are not marking up because the neighboring dealer got cut off, and they will not be able to sell anything
Wow.
for having put in fake orders and doing markups.
And this is a 22.
This is a 23.
23. So the next model year is already around the corner, and those are the ones that will have the NACS chargers.
So they said yesterday in the announcement that the NACS chargers are coming in 2024.
Right, but I assume that means the 24 model year.
I would assume that's the 2024 model year. Or did they say that we're getting adapters in
Yeah.
2024 and we're getting plugs in 2025? Someone should go read official
Yeah.
announcements from
Yeah.
Ford and Tesla.
Who knows? Might even put that in. Well, to be determined. Anything I forgot to ask?
Runs on photons. Can't
Where am I going to find those?
I get mine from the roof of my house.
Ah,
I make about 80 miles of
range.
go juice a day
Wow.
on average. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's good stuff. It's hard to.
I'm just not a fan of our solar system. I mean, if I had to say, I'd give it 1 star.
Yeah.
So-
Most solar systems are that way. Or binary is actually more common than I don't. It's
I'm
hard-
not
it's hard
sure.
to say. Someone
I'm not sure.
should ask an astronomer. Astrologer.
Astrologer. We need to ask an astrologer
Those people that do. So
that do star signs. Yeah. All right. Okay. So, what do we miss? What do we misunderstand? Leave it all in the comments. Lightning Ryan Fulcher in the house. Join us. Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
All right.
Anytime.